Just as I was walking upstairs, I texted my daughter and I said, I'm going to visit the AIDS quilt, and she said, give a thought to Michael. He just died. It's only been a year. He had AIDS, you know, and people maybe forget that it's still happening.
I had no idea what the memorial quilt was. I had seen Rent. I had very, very little understanding of the epidemic.
This is my second time seeing it. The first time I saw it was yesterday, and we actually got the chance to help unfold some of the panels and take out the boxes and get to touch the quilt. And we watched a film a few days ago where a woman described it as a kind of cemetery. Each panel is the size of a grave, 3 by 6. And to me, the quilt, it's kind of an emotionally wrenching experience.
Just this week, not remembering that it was World AIDS Day, my husband and I were talking about a friend who we just miss, who had been my husband's roommate before we were married. He was my classmate, and all of a sudden Tim was gone. Just thinking now, he'd be 50-something and he would have done all these awesome things, and his smile would still be here for us to enjoy. And like it was a reunion. We're like, who would you like to see at the reunion? That's who I'd like to see, you know.
Knowing just about what happened and the lives that were lost, it makes it more real. And seeing the quilt in person, you know, I've seen pictures since taking the class of it laid out on the mall in all of its glory, but being in person with it, I got to help unfold a couple squares, and that, just touching and being in person with the quilt, it makes everything real.
I think this is here to talk about the human impact of the epidemic. And not only did all of these people pass away, they left behind family, friends, loved ones. And the quilt is a physical manifestation of that loss.
Bringing it to a campus where a lot of students probably have no idea that this exists is vital, because if we have this gap in our knowledge, then we can never really understand, you know, the past 30 years of American history, because this is a crucial part of American history. And, you know, I took AP US history and we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about it in world history, we didn't talk about it in US history. And I think that's missing with a lot of people my age, and it's important that we fill that gap of knowledge.